Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. I am going to do a reading for all my air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We're just going to do a general check-in to see where your energy is at, see what you're working on. The way it's going to go is we're going to find a topic to talk about based on the cards that come out, the journey and the lesson based upon the topic, and understanding the lesson and the journey. At the end of the read, we're going to pull from the crystal deck and discuss the chakras that you need to focus on. And then we'll release this energy with an affirmation at the end. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. There is toxic energy around you, or you are experiencing some toxic energy, and you're juggling and you're struggling on how to, there's conflict here when it comes to the King of Pentacles energy. There's no reward. You have to take a risk somewhere. And so the past toxic energy, or the toxic energy that is surrounding you, is making you have to pick and choose which way do you go, and how do you figure it out when it comes to struggle and conflict or competition that's around. So you're taking a risk in regards to me, it seems like the Four of Wands energy, which is peace, happiness, and harmony when it comes, and that is from dealing with past energies. And you're going to make a decision sometime when it comes to ego. Now we have 3 fives out here, okay? So the 5 energies, the fives are, you're trying to make an option or make a decision based upon options that you've had in the past. The fives represent trouble, instability, and unpredictability. So that is what you're questioning, and it's all behind toxic energy, and hopefully it's from the past, but you're recognizing your strengths and you're moving forward. Queen of Swords energy is stand up for yourself, always speak your mind, and don't take shit from anybody. You are always in that motto, but for some reason you're having to change your heart when it comes to what's causing you peace, what's going to cause you peace, happiness, and harmonious energy. And sometimes it's the ego that stops you from going towards the things that you know will complete you and not deplete you. And so it's easier to go after your options than to make a decision to recognize your strengths, and now you're ready to take a risk, because something is causing you anxiety. 9 of Swords energy. Something is causing you anxiety. We're going to go ahead and clarify what you're juggling with the 2 of Pentacles energy. We have 5 years, we have 2 years, which equals 7 years. So you could have been dealing with the situation for the last 7 years and been in conflict, and basically feeling like it's an unwinnable situation when it comes to the ego and the choices that you have. So that's just kind of how I see that air energy. We're going to clarify the 2 of Pentacles energy, which is you juggling your options and doing things with your priorities. Yeah, you have to make a decision that's going to keep you stable. And so sometimes the decisions that you have that you've made in the past has to do with your ego. And we're only getting older, so this could be in regards to love, happiness, new beginnings, but something about the ease of having a lot of options, or being in conflict or competition with someone and not wanting to take risk when it comes to this relationship type energy is what's causing you to feel like you're struggling. You could be struggling about losing a person, or not literally physically losing a person, but seeing the beauty in somebody. So we have the Emperor, Empress energy out here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and something about your ego, or the ego of the other person that you've been dealing with, is you're trying to make a decision on how to go when it comes to this relationship, a union. 2 of Cups energy, however, it's not out here, but the 2s are here with the 2 of Pentacles. You're juggling, what should I do? Should I stay or should I go? It's 2 here. The Devil energy is toxic in regards to having control. Your options, or the options of the person that you've been dealing with, has caused conflict and ego type energy, or unwinnable situation. And that's why the 7 of Cups is here, because there were more options out there available, but you're not looking at the options as a positive thing anymore. You're looking at it as it being toxic. Let's clarify the 5 of Wands energy. Let's clarify the 5 of Wands energy. 5 of Wands comes with the Queen of Wands energy. So you have to be confident in regards to the decision that you make. It says confidence shines from the inside when you love yourself, own your flaws, and rock them without caring what others think. So this has to do with a flaw or something, or not caring what others think based upon the decisions. So here's the thing. It reminds me of, I always say this when it comes to dealing with this type of energy of having to let go of the toxic energies based upon the options. It reminds me of Andre 3000 when he said, keep your heart, 3 stacks, keep your heart. It's the players, I think it's the players anthem with uh I want to say MGK, but I'm not sure who it is. But it's Bun B. I know he's in. Is Bun B in there? No, it's Andre 3000, and I think it's MGK. But what I'm saying is that he has to make a decision on is he going to follow his heart or stay with dealing with all the different options, the women. So he has to call the women that he used to deal with and tell them about this beautiful, beautiful person that he's been dating, and that he's ready to get rid of the conflict, the struggle, and the ego, and go towards his happiness. The 4 wands energy, happy, peace, happiness, and harmonious energy. But that means you got to take a risk to let go of the past toxic energies or the past options that they had in order to be this person and see the beauty and give this person what they love, give the person they love the energy of themselves only, and not dealing with anybody else. So let's clarify the King of Pentacles, the risk taker. And this is scary. Yes, needs clarification. Yeah, the King of Wands energy. This is scary because this person, a king, clarifying a king. If you look at his face right here, let me see. Let me lift this up. If you look at his face, you see he's wary about making the wrong decision, about taking the risk and making the wrong decision, because one move or one thing when it comes to this person, it's like all gone downhill. So the King of Wands energy in the upright, just to let you know, is secure, warmth, and strength. This person or you, air energy, can be that to this person, right? But if anything goes wrong, you feel like the options that you had in the past are going to mock you, or there's a warning or some type of coldness that you would have to deal with if that's the case, if you make the wrong decision. So that's why it says keep your heart, 3 stacks, keep your heart. And so this is the energy of somebody that's ready to grow up and get out of the toxic situations of, because we're only getting older. So the King of Wands energy is here. We're going to clarify it because it needs clarification. It comes with, the High Priestess in reverse. So this is why there is toxic energy in there. The air energy or the person you're dealing with is afraid to move forward because of the High Priestess energy in the reverse. So the High Priestess in the reverse is harm, secrets, and hidden agendas. You don't want to deal with somebody if they have hidden agendas, if you make the wrong decisions. That's the conflicted energy and the struggle that you're having to make when it comes to letting go of your ego and just going after the one option that you want instead of having several. We're going to clarify the High Priestess because it came in reverse. We were clarifying the King of Wands. Yeah, this is doing the work. Look at this. So, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles says you can't get the results without first doing the work. You can't get the results without first doing the work. Show up, work hard, and keep pushing every day. The King of Pentacles is underneath here, which is there's no reward without risk. Create opportunities. Don't be afraid to fail and invest your time wisely. This is in regards to a couple love. So this is what you're making a decision to move forward away from the old toxic options that you had, or the toxic situations, or the things that are causing you now, which means you're growing up, conflict and competition and ego, to have to let that ego go for this thing, this beauty, this emperor and empress energy, and you have to do it with confidence. The Page of Cups energy is a couple love, right? So the Page of Cups energy is letting you know this opportunity, invitation, and affection. This is a couple love, and so you have to walk away from the past options that you had. From the past options. 6 of Swords energy, walking away from things that no longer serve you. Page of Pentacles, because you says never stop learning, because if you think you know everything, never stop learning, because if you think you know everything, you know nothing at all. And so that is why you're taking risks, because all of the pages out here, Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Pentacles is all right here, clarifying the King of Wands. So again, you have to be the leader, the one who's going to lead to make the decision in regards to what it is that you want to do. Do you want to let go of your options in regards to this happiness, this 4 Wands energy, the happiness, the peace, and the harmonious energy? Let's clarify the ego. The ego comes out. 5 of Swords clarified with the Page of Wands energy. All the pages are here. So pages are youth and potential. This is seeing the potential or learning from. You got the Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands energy. This is the yesterday is history. So letting go of the past, which is the options and the conflicts and the struggle and the ego. Letting go of the past and moving forward towards the future, which is you. This is a grown-up energy, right? This is you going after your rewards, your peace, your happiness, and your harmonious energy. But you have to do it with and not worry about how somebody else will feel if you're going to make the wrong decisions. Let's clarify the options here. The Seven of Cups energy. So the Page of Wands again is as yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment. If you live in the past, you live in fear, right? And that's for the past. You've been holding on to this past and being conflicted about the past energy, and so you're living in fear. Air energy. You are the person that you're dealing with is living in fear. The present energy is like living with the now and knowing that this is what's happening now. This is what you want now. The future gives you anxiety, and that's the reason why you're making you're afraid to make this choice because you're living in anxiety. You're living in fear and in anxiety by living in the past and the future. Does that make sense? So you have to understand that your options come with you. Yep, having growth, because you know how it feels to feel, you know what it feels like to be backstabbed or to feel like you have a failure or to have sudden endings. And so you're afraid to make the decisions that may have to cause the sudden endings. And you have the insight and knowledge to know what's causing you sadness with the Five of Cups energy being out here. So we have all the fives out here now. Is it all the fives? Yeah, we do. We have the Five of Cups, we have the Five of Wands, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Swords, which is ego right here, clarifying with the Five of Cups energy, the insight and knowledge to know what's causing you sadness. You're strong, you're stable, but at the same time, you have to stand up for yourself and do what's right for you. And this is what you want, is to have this emperor and empress together in a union, you know? And so you just have to say, keep your heart 3 stacks and call, you know, I wish I might tag it if I can remember to tag it, but it's you, you know, saying that it's time to grow up. Everybody else is still doing the same thing and they're not happy. And you are, this person, place, thing, or situation makes you happy, but you're afraid that this situation will be toxic, if that makes sense. And so the strength energy is here. I'll go ahead and clarify the strength. No, I'm going to clarify the Five of Cups energy. I'll clarify the Five of Cups energy because you have to recognize your strengths and why you're deciding to make this decision. Needs clarification, which burdens, boundaries. You have to set the boundaries. And before this person, maybe this Empress energy has set the boundaries. Empress or Emperor energy has set the boundaries to you, and that's why you're sad in regards to making this decision. Like, you feel like you're obligated to make this decision when it comes to this cup of love because you're afraid of losing this person. That's why the Five of Pentacles is here. You're afraid of losing this person, and then you're also afraid of what the others will say when it comes to this. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Wands energy. The Nine of Wands energy, more unsure energy. You're not sure if this is going to be a success. Six of Wands energy. I said it right. Victory, success, and good news, but in the reverse is delays. Punishment, and excess pride. Your pride, again, is clarifying the ego energy. So with the Ace of Cups energy being in the needing clarification, in the upright, the Ace of Cups will be opportunity, great love, and joy. In the reverse, it will be missed opportunities, block creativity, and an emotional loss. You feel like with the Nine of Wands needing clarification as well, that in the upright, the Nine of Wands is recognizing your strengths and what could cause an abrupt ending, right? But in the reverse is reluctance, closed-minded, and being resistant. You're resistant to this energy, and that's why all this is coming out the way it is, air energy. Let's clarify the Six of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Wands energy that needs clarification. Yeah, you're going to have to walk away, but the universe says no matter the situation you find yourself in, there is always hope. Have faith, be optimistic, and focus on self-care. The Eight of Cups energy is letting you know that you have to walk away from the things that no longer serve you in order for growth. And then, damn it, we have the Chariot in reverse again. So you could be dealing with a water sign, however, or Cancer. Let's just say water sign. You could be dealing with the water sign, but the Chariot being in reverse, and it's crazy because my cards are not in reverse, but this just happens to come out in reverse. So with the Chariot in reverse at the bottom of the deck, it just lets me know that there is carelessness, arrogance. That is the reason why you don't want to make this decision. And so you have to go into hermit mode, and also Page of Swords energy, have the clarity of why you're doing it. If you can't realize why you're doing something, and I'm going to clarify this energy here, because I just believe that with the burdens being here and you're afraid of the options that you've had, you're holding on. You're living in fear because you're holding on to the past and thinking about the future instead of living in the present moment. And that's what's causing the stagnation, because you think that everything is going to be struggle and that somebody is going to do it, pull a you on you, or vice versa. This could be, I could be talking about, the person that you're dealing with, but something about this stagnation is causing you to have to look at things in a different light. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify the Empress and the Emperor with, and the options, the 4 wands and the options. So this is what it is. You feel like it's going to keep you stagnant, this Emperor and Empress energy, and the options won't never be available. But listen, if somebody loves you, they're going to love you whether you're married or not. But my thing is, or whether you're in a relationship or not, but it's up to you on what's worth you having to deal with, if that makes sense. So I'm going to pull from a Twin Flame deck, and I wanted to make this short. We're at 15 minutes now, but I feel like this needs clarification on why you feel the way you do. So this is from the Twin Flame Soulmate Karmic Partner deck, which lets you know what's the holdup. And then I'll pull from the Messages of Love. But yeah, I just feel like this is, the Chariot being in reverse and the Devil energy being here. If you look at the cards, one should be confidence. Yeah, it's a running and chasing in a waiting game. This is your person, or the person, you or your person are waiting for you to make a decision. And it has been a repetitive cycle. It says predictable and repetitive cycle of an on and off relationship can be toxic and hurtful. So why put yourself through such an awful experience? And so that is what's happening now. And the repetitive cycle is keeping you from moving forward. And this could be a repetitive cycle that you're putting yourself through, or somebody is putting you through, or something that you have been through in the past, which is causing somebody to have to wait. And it could be you. But the runner and chaser, you and your twin flame may switch back and forth between the two roles, often out of fear and of experiencing true intimacy. And so that is how I see that. So that is why you don't feel like this will be a stable thing. But here, this is the twin flame energy, and this is like a control factor of what's causing the repetitive cycle. It's the toxic behaviors of the past, or living in the past and also worrying about the future. The waiting game. How long will you continue to wait? If you find you're not receiving what you want from your twin, it's time to practice self-love and walk away. And so that is what's going to eventually happen. One or the other is going to walk away because somebody is not willing to grow up and realize that the outcome is to have the 4 wands energy as the peace, happiness, and harmonious energy as a cohesive unit, not to do it by yourself, because everything gets old. And when it comes to dealing with a person that can't make up their mind, when it comes to the Emperor, we're clarifying that. When it comes to a person who can't make up their mind, then it turns around and it's just like, when is enough going to be enough? Yeah, this person needs to trust. This Emperor type energy needs to trust, whether it be you or anybody else. You need to trust. And I was clarifying it. Yeah, you need to trust and go after the things that you want and stop doubting and be optimistic. And the star in the reverse, just to let you know, is insecurities, discouragement, and fearlessness. You have to go after what you want, because if you are the Emperor, or your person is the Emperor, they need to have trust and go after the things that they want. The Knight of Swords energy in the upright, because these need clarification. So the Knight of Swords energy in the upright lets you know that it's honesty, opposition, and conflict. And in the reverse is malice, cynicism, and it feel like you might be ridiculed if you make the wrong decision. You or your person makes the wrong decision. And that's the toxic energy that you got to get out of. You're worried about how people perceive you, and you or the person that you're dealing with is worried about how you are perceived, instead of worrying about how this other person and seeing the beauty and what you can build with this person. I'm going to clarify the Knight of Swords, and yeah, comes with having to work as a team. If you and this other person are able to work as a team, 3 of Pentacles energy, which is completion, teamwork, and seeing good results, then no matter what anybody else says, the past toxic, the fears of the past and the anxiety of the future, if you guys work together and live in the now, and in order to have right now your peace, happiness, and harmonious energy, the options of the past and the options in the future will be worthless when you are building in the present. Does that make sense? Let's clarify this Empress energy. Let's clarify the Empress energy for my air signs. I just feel like, yeah, the Empress energy comes out with the Knight of Wands energy, my Drake energy. So this, you are the person that you're dealing with, whether you're the Empress or the Emperor. You only live once. Be bold, be fearless, do what you love. And this is probably what the Empress is telling you, or the opposite person is telling you, to do what you love. If you love me, then this is what you're looking for, because this is what I want. Does that make sense? And so the options are here. We're going to clarify that. Yeah, you only live once, and that's where you have to realize what's worth it. Need unsure energy of the options. Yeah, you're not sure that if you make these decisions to be a cohesive unit, work together. This could be the card of marriage, but this could also be going after the fact that the marriage is happening, right? And look at this. You could be, even though we know it's teamwork, it could be that you're in front of a person and, saying your vows. But you have to have trust in order to do this. And so the Six of Wands energy in the upright is victory, success, and good news. And in the reverse is punishment, excess pride, like ego, right? And delays. So the options are causing delay in this situation. And therefore the lover's energy doing what makes your heart happy. When it comes to this needed clarification, in the upright is love, passion, and a union. And in the reverse is suffering and it's conflicts and, challenges, and so that is, why, or obedience. And that is why you or your other person has, like, you only live once. They're working on themselves. Eight of Pentacles energy. 8 years you could be going back and forth in this situation. I told you the 2 + 5 was 7, and I stopped counting after that. But 8 years now, this person is working on themselves. So the Eight of Pentacles energy in the upright is, learning, hard work, and beginning. And in the reverse is innocence, ignorance, and feeling overworked. So the ignorant behavior, not ignorant, the fearful behavior of somebody, either you or your person, and respectfully, either you or your person is afraid to move forward and to have this union, and that's the reason why these cards are going out. So somebody's doing the work and someone is afraid to, if that makes sense, and somebody feels like the runner and the chaser, and somebody is waiting, and somebody is tired. So let's clarify the Six of Wands, the Lovers, and the Eight of Pentacles that comes and needs clarification. And that is how I see it. The waiting game is here, and until somebody actually decides that they're going to be the runner or the chaser, they're going to do something, completion is here. Yeah, the King of Cups energy. Somebody has to decide that love and compassion and understanding can truly bring you the happiness and tranquility that you seek. And if that happens, then it turn around with the World card, completion, having a realization, living life, being spontaneous and arriving, because again, somebody has been patient in this situation, and that's where the waiting game is happening. And so the anxiety, the walking away, and the overthinking needs to not happen. And I say you were dealing with the water sign because the what was it, the Queen of Cups that came out, or something about the water, the Chariot in the reverse that came out, back to air energy being here, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, anxiety, anxiety, stress, and hopelessness, the Six of Swords, walking away from the things that no longer serve you, and the Eight of Swords, overthinking when it comes to this person who is the Queen of Cups energy. Again, juggling the Queen of Cups energy and the burdens that this may cause you, and having the insight and knowledge to know and setting boundaries. This Queen of Cups energy has set boundaries when it comes to dealing with all of these different emotions, because they've been patient far too long and they realize that it's been a repetitive cycle. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at this. If you want this Ace of Pentacles energy, whether it's you or your person, if you want this Ace of Pentacles energy, which is happiness, joy, and new beginnings, you have to let go of the repetitive cycles and, do the work, and also realize that you only live once, and stop living in the past and the future. Living in the past causes fear, and living in the future causes anxiety. So you got to live in the present moment now, and that's where the energy came in at with the last read was the Page of Wands energy. Yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment. So you don't know what's going to happen. Now, let's go ahead and pull from the crystal deck, and then we're going to let this energy go. Air energy. Yeah, Bronzonite. You see how it came out? Listen, you have to practice self-control. This deals with all your chakras, the Bronzonite. Self-control, certainty, and action. You have to take action. You only live once, right? So your chakras, all of the chakras are the crown chakras, your spirituality, your selflessness, and your wisdom. Your third eye chakra, your intuition, your perception, and your understanding. Your throat chakra, your communication, expression, and your trust. Your heart chakras, your love, your harmonious energy, and the forgiveness. Your solar plex chakra, your optimism, clarity, and personal power. Your sacral chakra, which is the emotions, your intimacy, and the confidence. Your root chakra is your ability to survive, to be stable, and to ground yourself through all aspects of life. And it says, their affirmation is, I send out loving, thoughtful energy and I receive the same in return. Give a perfect love to receive a perfect love. And that's what the universe is telling you when it comes to this repetitive cycles that's happening. Somebody is doing half of the majority of the work, and somebody isn't. And that's the reason why the Chariot came out in reverse, because there are so many burdens, overthinking, all of this energy right here, just to let you know that somebody is juggling their emotions, because the Nine of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, which are burdens, the Five of Cups, which is insight and knowledge to know what's causing sadness, and the Nine of Wands energy, which is boundaries. Somebody needed to set boundaries because of the repetitive cycle, if that makes sense. And so here it is. I say that it's the water energy because the Chariot comes, the Queen of Cups comes, and there is somebody juggling this energy. So let's let this old energy go of the repetitive cycles. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys.